So the DR30 was unique or different to the standard Skyline. The DR30 instead has the 4-cylinder FJ20 engine. The DR30 has kind of significance in Australian history in that it was the first Skyline brought out by Nissan for Group A racing, and at the time it was seen as technologically very advanced in that it had the turbocharged engine. Just do a tour around the car. See, the front of the car is the second generation of the DR30, and it has this restyled, more aerodynamic front, which got the nickname Tekkerman or Iron Mask, hence the number plate. I like this style better than the original DR30. And this is the shape that came to Australia for racing as well. DR30 is kind of old school. You've got a lot of chrome trim on it. By the time you went to the 31 and 32, all that chrome had gone. And this really bold lettering on the side is factory. The other way to spot the intercooled model, of course, is to look for the duct here, which is roughly where the intercooler sits. The Tarnaby wheels are 15-inch, running 205 60/15s. The DR30 has that distinctive hot plates lights, which I really like. The spoiler, I think, is a factory item, though not all the ones that I've seen of this car actually have that spoiler, but it's a really nice spoiler. So we'll just have a look inside. This one has the black interior with red trim. It's really nice. So let's have a look through the interior in a little bit more detail. Indicators on the right hand side, along with cruise control switches. Mirror adjustment on the right hand side there. Instrument cluster. Oil pressure. Boost gauge on the left there. A series of warning lights. You've got cruise indication. Anti-skid control light. And the control for the anti-skid is down here. So early form of anti-lock brakes. There's a series of other controls here, which are your rear demister, headlight cleaner, rear window wiper, hazards and park lights. Air conditioner is very basic. In the centre console you've got the power window controls. There's also power window controls on each door, and one interesting feature is the passenger door actually has a second handle towards the back there to make it easy for the passengers in the rear to exit. A little bit of storage space here in the middle. Couple of coin pockets there. So here's the FJ20 engine. You can see from the 4 spark plugs there, it's a 4-cylinder, and quite oddly, for whatever reason, they mounted the 4-cylinder quite a ways forward. You actually see there's enough of a gap there you can see down to the gearbox. You can see the piping going out to the intercooler there. Turbo's pretty small, might be a TO3. Hidden away down there. Start her up and take it for a drive. makes a nice noise. The FJ20 makes a similar sound to oddly to a Boxer engine, but I don't know why that is. Steering on these was a recirculating ball power steering, and it's got a little bit of wobble, especially as the car gets older. The gearbox is a little bit, synchros are a bit slow. I don't know if that's typical of this car, but plenty of power there when you want it. Still a very lightweight car. Lovely thing to drive even with the big old steering wheel. Handle's very flat and stiff. This car's been lowered, so even with 200 horsepower it wants to oversteer a lot, so that makes it fun. Point out some other features just last minute. This model of Skyline was a hardtop. There's no B-pillar, as you see, so those windows wind completely down, and it's basically just a pillarless coupe. It's quite a nice feature. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos of this car and the other cars in my collection. See you later.